G'day, this is Charlie, and I'm coming to you today from my locals community with your daily dose of business inspiration. Come on over and join me at askcharlieleetham.locals.com. You can join the community for free. You can become a contributor for $2 US per month. That allows you to interact with the content. It allows you to start your own conversations. It allows you to access supporter only content. And most importantly, well, no, not most importantly, and it also helps me, sorry, to keep creating content like this, like my podcasts and like my tutorials. Let's get on with today's daily dose of business inspiration before I make more fluff ups, shall we? Topic number 140 today. I can't believe I'm up to 140 topics. Financial literacy for business owners. Not something I've touched on, and it's not something that I have any real qualification in. And I'm going to say that because I'm not an accountant, I'm not a bookkeeper, I don't have any training. What I do have is experience as a business owner and a lot of experience in sales and contract management, where it became really important that I understood some of these principles. So I want to talk about financial literacy for business owners. You don't have to be trained as an accountant or a bookkeeper to have some financial literacy. In fact, I think it is absolutely imperative as a business owner that you develop some financial literacy. There are any number of courses that you can take. I've got a blog post set up that I'm writing at the moment. That's going to be a whole heap of courses that you can go and access for free on the internet, some from universities that give you things like economy and accounting and those types of literacy topics. Sorry. Budgeting, cash flow management, all of those, you can go and do them for free. At the very least, if you don't want to go and do them online, go down to your local TAFE, technical college, CIT, Information Institute of Technology, whatever it is, the local community college, and sign up to a course there. You do need some of this as a business owner. So why is it important? Well, what is it, first of all? So let's talk about budgeting. You need to know how to write a budget, not just a budget in terms of, well, there's a couple of types of budgets. In fact, let me start that way. There is your basic budgeting, which is I get this much money in and I spend this much money. How much do I have left at the end of the period? Whether that's the day, the month, the week, the month, the year, the quarter, whatever it is. That's basic, what to me is basic budgeting. It's business budgeting. You know how much is coming in, you know how much is going out. Theoretically, you should be spending less than you're earning. Not theoretically. You need to be spending less than you're earning to make money to pay yourself, essentially. So that is budgeting. If you don't know how to do that, you really, really, really need to know how to do that. You need to understand how that works. You need to know how you can create a budget for your own business. There's also budgets in terms of predictive budgeting, and that's I use it in terms of sales management. I use it in terms of my business planning. This is what I'm spending today. What do I think I'm going to be spending next year? What are my expenses going to be doing next year? What expansions do I want to do? What growth opportunities do I want to introduce into the business, and how much is that going to cost me? So understanding how they all come together, and then looking at what do I think my sales are going to do, and how can I grow my sales to cover the increase in expenses. That's what I would class as predictive or sales budgeting. It's like, what do I need in my sales budget to move myself forward, or my marketing budget to move myself forward? How do I set all that up? Cash flow management is another important thing that you need to understand. It's one thing for your budget to say that you're earning money. It's another thing for your bank account to say that you have money. Particularly at the moment, it is at the moment May 2024 when this goes up. I think it may be June. And at the moment, it's a bit tough. There's a cost of living crisis and things are getting tighter. And whilst on paper it looks like we're earning money for ourselves, the bank accounts are empty or the bank accounts are running really, really low. And so understanding how your cash flow works is important as well. I have a certain number of expenses that I need to pay every month. I know when they come out. I have a certain amount of income coming in every month. I know when that comes in within reason. Sometimes the invoice payments are delayed, sometimes they're delayed a long time, but I know when it should be coming in. Am I going to have enough money available to pay the bills when they fall due? Do I need to be moving things around so that I can smooth out those peaks and troughs? Do I need to be contacting providers and saying, listen, I've got the money. It's just not in the bank at the moment. It's on its way. I need an extension on this invoice or on this bill or on this month's payment so that I can get it through the door. So cash flow management is important. How do you handle it? And I touched on it, and I'm going to touch on it again. Strategic financial planning for long-term success. This is about how am I going to grow my business? What are my growth opportunities? Where can I get more money from? Where can I grow my income? What are my expenses going to do if I grow that income? Can I reduce expenses? How do I handle all of that? I will have X amount of money. Sometimes it might be that we've got X amount of money available in our bank accounts, and we're really, really tempted to take it, especially as solopreneurs and small business owners and people or sole operators, where, well, we could take that and spend it on ourselves. Don't look at what your investment opportunity is to invest that back into your business for growth. Certainly, I'm not saying don't take any for yourself because that's a recipe for disaster because you end up hating the business you're running because you're always, always, always working and it's not paying you back. It's not paying anything to you, or that's what it feels like. But in terms of strategic financial planning, can you invest that back into your business? Are you better off putting that investment into the stock market or back into your, in Australia, it's superannuation. In the US, it's a 401k or similar. Uh, how do you manage when you have surplus of cash so that later on, if it gets a bit tight, you've still got a little bit there? You've got a buffer available to you so that you're not always running just on empty. How do you handle that? This is why you need to have some financial literacy. You need to understand how money works. You need to understand how money works within your business. You need to understand how money flows through your business. And you need to understand what it costs to run your business so that when things come down to it, you can say, yep, I'm good to go, or this might get a bit tight and I need to rearrange a few things. Like I said, there's a whole heap of courses that you can go and be doing. You don't have to go and spend a lot of money at a university to go and get an accounting degree or a economics degree. You can take some courses online. You can even go and audit some of the online courses through MIT and such, where you can learn university level stuff. I personally would recommend that you find some courses that are more practical based, and will give you a really good grounding to begin with that you can then build on. I will have some courses go up eventually that you can follow through on and have a look at. But if you guys know of courses that people can do, if you know of good books that people can read, and I will recommend one right now. It's The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. Absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying every minute of it. It's quite confronting at times, and yeah, oh, I do that. I shouldn't be, but it's a good book. I'd recommend reading it or getting the audio and listening to it as I am. But read books. Get some training, and if you guys know of courses or books or training that they can go and do, others can go and do, leave some comments over at locals, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. Let me know what works for you, what hasn't worked, for the things that you found in running your business. What were the pitfalls that you found? What were the things that you wish you knew when you started your business that you know now that you didn't know then? That would be great to know as well. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell so you find out when I leave more content, when I put up more content. Please leave a review if you can. It does help the content go further, and maybe share this video with someone who you think will benefit from it. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.